Hey everyone, this is the movie Maniac, and today we are talking about the Jay and Silent Bob Reboot trailer. Say that 10 times real fast. I honestly did not expect this to drop today. If any of you were in the loop and knew that was coming, awesome. I had no idea, so I caught this and just immediately came over here and set up the camera. So I want to give my impression and talk about some things from the trailer, just kind of where this is all going and how I feel about it. The View Askew Universe, those are some of the comedies I grew up with. I have a huge attachment to Clerks, Mallrats, Chasing Amy, Dogma, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. So I thought the opening scene in the trailer, because yeah, it's basically a scene of them returning and kind of being introduced to us for the first time in a very long time, was pretty funny and in line with how you would expect them to appear in one of these newer films. And I think that it just kind of had that classic Kevin Smith touch that we knew from the View Askew universe. Things progress. We learn that there is a reboot being made of the movie that was originally about them, and that they have 3 days to go and stop it. I like that idea. It feels exactly like where he would take this in 2019, so I'm on board with that. Jay learns that he's had a love child with Shannon Elizabeth's character, and could be a lot of fun, actually. I really like the idea that we're going to bring the old and the new together here. It seems like something that would make sense because they've been gone for so long for it to catch up. And you would think Jay would have a love child out there somewhere, and I guess her name is Millennium Falcon, which is just right in line with their humor from the past. Brody returns, and I thought they would maybe do something a little bit different with his hairstyle just to make it look similar to what we've seen in the past. Maybe it doesn't have to be identical, but I was just hoping for something a little bit closer to that. It's maybe a minor complaint, but it felt a little strange seeing Jason Lee the way he is here. It looked like he walked off the set of another movie and just put on the attire, but we'll see. There are shots of Matt Damon and Ben Affleck returning, and as you guys know, they have played a role in the View Askew universe, especially Ben Affleck. He has been around in many of these movies, so I'm definitely interested to see how they're going to incorporate them this time. Near the end of the trailer, we see what looks like a hologram of Chris Hemsworth, and it looks like Silent Bob is in the Iron Man suit, I believe. And it all happened so quickly. So I'm glad that they're bringing in some humor from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, kind of keep things up to date, keep it fresh, kind of, again, bridging that gap between the old school style humor that I know we're going to see and the new school. It's also funny that he threw Red and Meth in the trailer. I'm really excited for those guys to be in the movie. I'm sure it'll just be a cameo, but nonetheless, that's something that I think I can get on board with. So overall, I am happy to see Kevin Smith returning to this universe, doing what potentially could be one last movie. I'm not really sure if that's what this is, but it'll be a nice refresher. I guess what I'll say, though, is that the trailer doesn't really move the needle much for me. It looks, on one hand, like it could be pretty funny, but I'm not really excited for it. On the other hand, I'm not against it, and I'm not pissed that it's out there. Anybody else agree with me on this? I'm happy that it's coming around, but I'm not really passionate about it in a positive or a negative reaction. What did you think of the trailer? What are some of your theories for what we're going to see? And tell me, just where are you on this? Do you think that this is too late, that it's just past its prime, and that we should really just kind of leave this one alone? Or are you pretty jazzed about it? Or are you kind of like me where, you're happy to see it happening, but there's just not a whole lot to move you? And I can always become more excited about this as time goes on. I'm just not really on either side right now. I'm just happy it exists. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you can stay inside the mind of a movie maniac.